Hey there and welcome back to Best Practice TV. In this episode, we're talking about best practices, top tips for conducting meetings. Stay tuned. So thanks for joining us. It's come up a bunch here in Best Practice, particularly as we're growing really quickly. We've got lots of new staff members joining, lots going on, lots of projects, lots of issues to resolve, lots of disasters to resolve, and obviously lots of goals to achieve. And we do find that we're calling a lot of meetings and lots of people are getting together. Now, as the CEO here at Best Practice and the guy that's got to run the financial health of the business, they cost a lot. When you talk about 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 10 people in a meeting, you got to add up all their hourly rates. And so it is important to understand that, is that going to be an effective way for me to achieve my objective? Can I deal with it one-on-one? Or do we deal with it in a group because it's efficient? So because of the intensity of resources, it is important that there are a couple of real fundamental rules that we run with here at Best Practice, and maybe you could choose to have a look at them and maybe adopt them. So the first is obviously when you're calling together a group of people to catch up, you're thinking about, well, that's going to cost the business all of the hourly rates all added up all at once, and they're stopping their normal course of production. So we're talking about investing time to get people together to obviously get a return on that investment. So then we're starting to say, well, all right, what are the potential outcomes? So really important when you're calling people together to really be clear on the objective. Now, it could be that you send a meeting request and you set the meeting the subject title of the meeting and then the meeting objective, and that's really clearly communicated. Now, the timing of the meeting is really critical, and one of our really simple tips, and I'll get through this really quickly for you, is to start on time. And if you've said you're going to start the meeting at 11 a.m, for example, in the day, just start it at 11 o'clock. You just make a habit of starting it. Obviously, there's going to be people that are late, there's people that are running between meetings. Give people enough time to get there, obviously, get from their last meeting to the next one. But when you start on time, you start creating discipline and a compliant behavior in your team of these meetings start on time, and equally, and more importantly, finish on time. You want to improve the quality of your meetings, starting razor sharp on time and finishing razor sharp on time, or even a couple of minutes early, to be very respectful of everybody else's time, or you're literally just stealing people's time. So the second thing is have a very clear agenda, and then capturing the actions is the last point. So why were you there? What was the objective? So were you identifying issues, you're chatting and solving those particular issues, and then coming out with a set of actions and being really clear. So taking a notebook to a meeting is really important. It's going to be short, sharp, delivered, really productive, and then they can get back on with their task. So that's been our top tips on meetings. I hope it helps. I'll go into more depth around management review for you in another video, and you can check out our YouTube channel. So check out Facebook, and we'll see you soon next time on Best Practice TV. Bye for now.